on Sunday, April 18th. Here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses, just free picks. We have plenty of excuses not to do shows, not to do videos, but what the hell else would I do? Then I would have to relax and sit on the couch. Nothing fun about that. Anyways, got free picks and all the games at Pick Dogs, and of course, we've got all those free pick videos. Sorry, got some technical difficulties back here. I'm just trying to connect it, but anyways, let's just get it started. Of course, I forgot to hit the record on the podcast, so I'm doing that now. But I'm Mitch, and of course, these are the guys, Rod and Ron. Brian Bittler out today. He's gonna be he's out today and tomorrow. He'll be here for the premium show tomorrow, the late premium show every day. He gave me his premium pick for the early show today. So Brian's covered, and he's worked about a year straight on this show without missing a day. So if he wants to be a wimp and take a couple days off, maybe spend some time with his son, so be it. I'm glad, and like I've been saying over the past week, I think each of us are going to start taking at least a day off every 2 weeks or so, strategically taking a day off and either having a sub or not having a sub. But we're going to do that. Anyways, I've got these guys muted. That's why they haven't said anything. But good morning, Ron and Rod.
Morning.
Got a pretty decent card today. We got NBA, Major League Baseball. I'm going to guess there's NHL today. I don't even know what happened with my Mitchie Pucks play yesterday, but we'll find it out when we get to the NHL. I threw my card, so I have no idea where it went. It's somewhere on the floor over there. But, yeah, I'm sporting my new Pick Dogs gear, and this is available on the website. It's a long time coming. And I have to say, it's not the least expensive crap out there. That's for sure. The price point to me is a little on the high side. I don't have anything to do with it. But I will also say that I've been wearing Pick Dog shirts for a long time on this show, and I've been wearing the Pick Dogs hats. And I was showing the guys. I mean, look at the difference between this hat and this hat. This is a Nike Flex Fit hat. These are not cheap either, and look at it compared to this trucker hat that I'm wearing. This is like I've worn, you get crappy trucker hats, right? That you get like giveaways that, remember the foam on the front and stuff, and then you get like really nice ones like the one that I'm wearing. We have Flex Fit hats that are coming, but when they sent these, they have the strap in the back. So we don't have these for sale on the site, but I don't know if we have these or we don't have them. I don't know what they do. Well, I guess we'll find out. I could talk to the guy and see. But you can see it, instead of having the little Pick Dogs logo that you can barely see it on the front of the hat, you got the nice big Pick Dogs. These are nice. So, like I said, I don't just say it. And then also, you can see I got some color. And we have other colors, too. So I'm excited to have color instead of wearing the Johnny Cash Man in Black. Anyways, let's get to the NBA. Enough of the merch plug there. Snapbacks. That's this, right? This is a snapback. Trucker is a snapback, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm wearing it. It's on the website. Anyways, let's get to today's NBA card. The NBA is just tough sledding. I could see some games here that I would give as premiums, and I'm sure they would cash more maroon too. Okay. Not bad company to be in. He also had a pill addiction at one point in his life also. So a lot of copy. Anyways. Let's get to the games. We got the Hawks and the Pacers, the Knicks and the Pelicans rematch. Got the Heat and the Metropolitans dropping line. I knew that one looked funny. And we got the Rockets and the Magic inverted line. So, Ron, any of these?
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot with the Miami Heat, getting the points at home. Miami struggled recently, lost their last 3 games, but that was on a road trip. We know this Miami Heat team is very well coached, and I think this is a great bounce-back spot. You want to fade the public and the squares with the Nets here. This line opened up at around 5.5. It's gone down to 3.5. Looks like it's going to go down to 3, and that's even with a lot of money on the Nets. So this is telling me that somebody's either resting for the Nets that we don't know yet, or perhaps Jimmy Butler is going to suit up. He is questionable. So I just think this is a good spot to take the Heat. Wouldn't be surprised to see them win it outright, but take the points just in case. And the other game I like in that spot, it's my D-Gen bet of the day. If you have the stomach for it, you can join me. But I'm going to take the Houston Rockets on the money line. 2 of the worst teams in the league, 2 rebuilding teams with the Rockets and Magic. But John Wall is not going to play in this game for Houston, and I think that's a good thing in disguise. It's going to give more minutes to the young guys. I think Kevin Porter Jr. is going to have he's going to do a lot better when he has more minutes in the backcourt, and he's the main guy to go to. I think Houston just has too much talent offensively for the Magic to compete, so I'll take the Rockets money line.
So, looks like Steven Strasburg is a scratch here today. At least that's what Bo is saying. I don't know. Unconfirmed. Rod, anything in the NBA on these games?
In this time slot, there's only one for me that I like here. I like the Pacers and the Hawks to go over the 234. The last time they've met once this year already, and they hit 238. And the over is 4-1 the last 5 meetings in Atlanta, and it's 5-2 the last 7 meetings between these two. Pacers play at a nice higher pace. They like to run and gun, and we know the Hawks aren't the greatest on defense here. So give me the over 234.
Jay Bruce retiring after the game today. Is that all, Rod?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So I'm not seeing anything on the Strasburg. I am seeing action here on Arizona. So let's take a look. Now I'm all interested.
See on Twitter if they say anything about Strasburg.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yep, he's placed on the IL with a right shoulder inflammation.
Yeah.
Paolo Espino will start.
Nice. I don't have that game. Rod's smiling about something.
No, I don't have that game either.
Must have the D-backs.
And no, I got the over, so I like the over. Go over.
I kind of like the Heat here too. I'm gonna guess someone's out for the Nets for this line to be moving that.
Yeah, probably.
Jimmy Butler is questionable. That's all I see in that game. Jimmy Buckets is game time decision.
Yeah, well, the line went the other
I think
way.
he plays.
I'm gonna guess the decision. I guess is that he's playing.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like the Magic here against the Rockets. I'm against Romanelli here. Rockets are straight dumpster fire, man. This line has inverted. I couldn't believe it last night when I was doing the video that the Rockets were favored in a basketball game. The worst record, the team with the worst record in the NBA on the road favored. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm jumping at that thing. I don't think so. The Knicks game looks funny to me now. I'm glad I didn't put that in. Definitely looks like an avoid. I like the Pacers here against the Hawks. I just think when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and the Pacers throughout the years have been one of the toughest. So out of that block, I'm going to take the Magic and the Pacers. Let's go to Ron Romanelli here with the Thunder Raptors. Got the Blazers and the Hornets, the Mavs and the Kings, and the Clippers and the Timberwolves. What would Bittler do? Ron.
Well, I'm going to take the over in that Thunder Raptors game. The total looks a little bit like a trap, so I'd be a little wary of this one. But, Thunder Raptors, just two teams that do not play too much defense. Both teams usually giving up in the 110s per game. Both teams giving up 112 per game. Oklahoma City just really struggling on the defensive side lately, giving up more than 115 in 3 of their last 5. I just think this is going to be, I think we're going to see both teams in the 110s in this one. I also lean Thunder getting the 11.5, but I think the stronger plays on the over. And that's all I like in this window.
Rod?
And for me in this time window, I like the Hornets in Portland to go over the number. I see it just keeps coming down. It's like, I don't know why it keeps coming down, but I'm going to take the over. It's not scaring me off that. Give me the over in that one. The over is 3-0-1 the last 4 meetings between these two teams. And we know how much defense Portland plays, so give me the over in that one. And I think that's too many points. Raptors are laying double digits. I think that's a closer game than a double-digit win for the Raptors. Give me the Thunder plus the 10.5 in that one. That's just way too many points for me. And I'll take the Timberwolves in the points as well. They've been playing some pretty good hoops the last few games, and I think that's too many points as well. They played once already this year, and it was a 7-point win for the Clippers. And now you're going to give me 9.5, 10. I see in some places. Give me the Timberwolves. Can't believe I'm saying taking the Timberwolves. I think this is the first time I've ever taken the Timberwolves. I'll take the Timberwolves plus the points now.
I'm going to have to go opposite with you, Rod, on those picks. I really like the Raptors here against the Thunder. What we've seen from the Raptors this season is that either they play like absolute garbage and lose outright, or when they win, especially in games like this, 40, 50-point blowouts. I think this could be one of those 20-plus, maybe 30-point blowouts. The Thunder have that big road cover record, but not recently. It hasn't been recently. They've been not good at all. And the Raptors have just been a team, with Van Vliet playing today and Lowry. They're going to run them up. They're going to roll them up and smoke them. We've seen this from the Raptors a few times, where all of a sudden they beat the Warriors like that, they beat the Nuggets like that, right? This is one of those spots. I have that feeling. I'm going on feel alone here. And then the same thing with the Clippers against the Timberwolves. When Kawhi is out, the Paul George Clippers are a little bit more hard-nosed, right? The Kawhi Clippers, they kind of seem to get them a little bit. They allow the back door to be open those last 5 minutes of the game. But with Paul George in there, he kind of, it's kind of the Paul George show is a little bit more hardcore. And I could see them really punching the Timberwolves in the gut in this one. So I like that. I also like the Hornets without Damian Lillard for the Blazers. I think the Hornets bounce back here, playing themselves right out of the playoffs right now. And the Kings are just unbettable, right? I mean, they're just terrible. Good Kings, bad Kings. It's bad Kings. All right, so I got a lot of NBA as far as free picks go, but nothing on the premium side. Maybe I'll get start on this week getting back in the premium. If I hit, how about this? If I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have the Clippers too. So I have 6 picks here. If I can go 4-2 minimum, I'll start posting premiums in the NBA again. We had this talk before the show. What's happening in the NBA? It's like we put in picks the night before or the morning of, and the line is like, like you see the 10 or 9 or whatever. Then someone says they're not playing, and then the line goes to like 4, and it's like all the customers win, which is great. And then we lose. It shows it damages our record. And someone says, "Miss, your record stink." It's like, yeah, it's like whatever. So it's like I want you guys to win, and it's like I can't win playing that way. It's like I can't win laying 10 points. And the line is 4, at the end of the day. I can't, the line, it's hard enough to win playing a legitimate line. It's hard enough, man. And it's like, you move the line 5, 6 points or through 0. I mean, we've seen lines move 10 points in the NBA in the last 2 weeks. What's happening right now, and I don't blame
the Lakers game.
I
went
really,
from like what?
I don't,
8.5 to
I don't blame these guys, okay? I don't blame them, but we know exactly what's happening here. There are teams that know they're in the playoffs, right? And without the full stadiums, they don't care as much about the home court advantage. They'd rather be at full strength. Teams like the Lakers, where it's Anthony Davis and LeBron, they know with those two guys in, that's their best chance of winning. Not being at home isn't their best chance of winning. Their best chance of winning is having those two guys on the court. So what are you going to do? Play for home court advantage or play to have those two guys on the court? They're playing to have those two guys on the court. Obviously, you need to be in the playoffs for that to work. They're already comfortably in, and you're seeing teams that are comfortably in. And what the Nets did, the Nets took just a little different approach on it. And, more than likely, teams that stock up on players like this, we've seen it in the NFL too, in a salary cap league, at a certain point, you will have to pay the piper, It's like at a certain point, then you have to just gut, like they win a championship and then gut it down to nothing, right? We see it all the time in leagues. And I think the Nets will pay the piper because the tack that they've taken is let's just have a bunch of superstars. So if Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden are all out, well, we still got Aldridge. We still got Blake Griffin. We've got, we got a different, former all-star team. So, it's just a different way of doing it, while the Lakers are more like, well, we really want to have two good players, so we got to pay these two guys everything and then have a bunch of other guys on the team. And, you need to – so that's what they're doing. And we're seeing other teams continue to do this too. It makes sense. And just like the Pelicans, it's like if Zion Williamson is banged up, right, Lonzo Ball, are you going to have them play now when you're not going to make the playoffs anyway? Yeah. Or do you wait for next season when, you're going to have a draft pick or two, you're going to have, maybe make an off-season move, imagine so the Suns went out and got Chris Paul, right? Imagine if the Pelicans got a Chris Paul, Yeah. That's what they need, right? Like Chris Paul to come, or Paul George, right? Someone like that, to come in and say, this is how it's done. Imagine like Bradley Beal goes to the Pelicans, man. It's like, oh my God, right?
Changes the game.
Changes the game, man. It's like Zion with Beal, and they go, oh man, right? It's like there's only one ball.
His name is Lonzo.
But I mean, these are the types of things that are likely to happen. But if Zion Williamson gets hurt playing in a game, if he's already injured and he aggravates this injury and it becomes a career nagging injury, like we've seen so many guys have, the career nagging injury, the worst kind, where it's like they played in a meaningless game and now they have this career nagging injury. You'd rather just heal the guys up, and then you make a run at it. That's what the NBA has become. It's not like it was 15 years ago when Allen Iverson, they complained about his practice, but it's like you basically had to kill him if you wanted to get him off the court. I mean, I remember a few years ago in baseball, Jake Peavy, giving up like 6 runs in the first inning, and the manager afraid to get out of the dugout to go and try and tell him, to take him out of the game. Like he didn't want, it's like, good luck. Good luck on that one. Anyways, Ron, what are you selling today?
Well, today I got my Super Sunday Trio, got my top 2 MLB plays, and my NHL play of the day. Last 7 days, I'm 8-3 in the MLB, and on the season in the NHL, I'm up 400 units. So catch me while I'm hot. Had a nice week this week, and looking to cash these tickets. We'll cash them together.
And for me, I got Supreme Sunday 5-pack. We swept the MLB yesterday. NBA has been a little bit rough to us, 1-2. So we scaled back on it. 5-pack's got 3 MLB, 2 NBA best bets for this Sunday's action. Golden opportunity here to crush the books and end off the weekend strong. Love these 5 plays today.
I got 5 MLB plays for today. I also have our YouTube Premium, of course. Like I said yesterday, we're going to be changing the format. We're going to be eliminating the $30 level. There'll be just the $50 level, which is exactly what it is now. And then there'll be the $100 level. I'm also going to be adding a different premium show that won't be competing with the show. It'll just be a different show that I'm going to be doing as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of going full tilt on the YouTube. So, it's So someone asked about sports books. Just go to the pickdogs.com, click on betting odds, and you'll see all the different sports books that we endorse. You can see that there. Also, we have the new Pick Dogs merch. You can see I'm in red today. Maroon. I got the new trucker hat on. These are for sale at pickdogs.com. We have a banner there. You just click on it. It has all the stuff. It's Pick Dogs merch. Emmanuel Scott says he's not paying shit. And that's fine. You don't have to pay, No, that's why we have so much free stuff. But it's like, we know, like I say, man, the loudest boos always come from the cheapest seats. There's some people that just want everything for nothing and bring zero to the table, like you. And, just unaccountable, the world needs losers too. But anyways, it's like, it's one thing to not buy, but to be negative about, people that do, it's like, it doesn't really make sense, I don't know. I think we deliver enough free and premium stuff, something for everyone. I would like merch with the logo only and no Pick Dogs. I would buy it. Yeah, we don't have that. It's our logo. The Pick Dogs is part of the logo. Anyways. Oh, man. Got Major League Baseball going on today. I don't know, seeing if anyone has any more questions. So anyways, we're eliminating the $30 premium. We're going to have the $100 premium. It's going to have a lot more stuff. The $50 is still going to be the $50. It's going to be exactly the same as what you get now. Exactly the same, at least for the time being. And if that changes, we'll let you know. The $100 will include a lot more. And then the other premium product is something that I'm working on. And that will be something totally different. It's basically what that's going to be, and I'll just tell you guys what it is. It's that I used to do the spread knowledge show, and basically that instead of buying the spread knowledge software, I'm going to walk you through the top picks each day. So it's basically like buying spread knowledge, but instead of you being confused as hell, like a lot of people are looking at all this data, I'm going to walk you through the data and show you exactly why these are the top picks. Why spread knowledge has them as the top picks. Whether I agree or not is going to be a different story. But it's basically going to be like buying a subscription to spread knowledge, but with being able to ask questions, right? Which everybody has questions. Everyone has this kind of a better version of spread knowledge, right? So that's what that's going to be, and that's why it's a separate product. I've been talking to Charles, and I think it's a better product for him because, and you'll still be able to get the spread knowledge and have the full thing as well, but for the premium show, it'll be like a walkthrough of spread knowledge, which I think is what it needs. It needs like, you need a little handhold. I found it the first time I ever looked at it, I found it incredibly overwhelming. Incredibly overwhelming. Anyways, let's go to Major League Baseball. We got the Nationals and the Diamondbacks. Strasburg a scratch. We've got the Phillies and the Cardinals. I had the Cardinals yesterday. Got the Yankees and the Rays. Andrew Kitteridge getting the ball for Tampa Bay. I don't think it really matters. And we got a doubleheader in Boston. Red Sox, White Sox. Red Sox getting the best of it yesterday.
What was with that uniform, though? I don't know if I like it.
It must have meant something. It had to have meant something.
I don't know what it meant. It was, some sort of, it was odd when the game they came out. I was like, what the?
Marlins Giants, which was the best game of the day yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have the Reds and the Indians. Yeah, for the fan. And if you had the Marlins like I did, it was the best of the best. It was one of those betting games where it was like you won, but it felt like you really won because it was like you're so done. It's like twice, right? Twice. Down 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. They get it to extras. And then in extras, they go down 6-5 and have two outs. And I believe 2 strikes in a couple of those situations. Yeah, I think it was full count, right? A couple times. I just lost my screen. Ron, any of those games?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over in the Diamondbacks and Nationals game. I like the over with Strasburg in, and I like the over even more with Espino in. Now you see the total at 9. Until Bumgarner figures it out, I'm going to have to lean towards the over in most of his starts. And you got Paulo Espino, who only played in 2 games last year, and before that he hadn't pitched since 2017. Just a career minor leaguer kind of guy. He's 34 years old. I just think this is a bad spot for him, just getting thrown right into this game. So I think both teams score quite a bit of runs. I'll take the over in that one. I also like the over in the Indians and Reds. It may seem obvious to take the under with Shane Bieber on the mound, and Wade Miley hasn't given up an earned run all season. But this just to me sounds like both teams are going to at least put up 3-4 runs apiece. Bieber, when he's dominant, he gives up 1 or 2 each outing. He's at 2.1 ERA. And I just think Wade Miley, this might be the spot where he gets back to his former self. He's looked good, but I think this is a spot where he gives up a few runs to an Indians team that's struggling offensively. So I like the under in that game. And I also call me Brian Bitler, but I like the Yankees on the run line in this one. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yanks. Yankees have been embarrassing, the worst team in the American League so far this season. This is just the type of game they cannot let go. Andrew Kittredge on the mound for the Rays, and the Rays is going to be more of a bullpen game for Tampa Bay. And this is not the same Rays bullpen we're used to seeing, as there's a lot of injuries in that pen. That just worries me a ton. I think the Yankees bats wake up, and I think they win this game by quite a bit. So I'll lay the run line with the Yankees.
Rod?
For me in the spot, I agree. I like the Diamondbacks and the Nationals to go over. I think we're going to see a whole pile of runs in that. Bring your glove to the ballpark in that one. And I agree with the Indians and the Reds. I think that total's too low. It's at 7.5. I like the over in that one as well. And I'm going to go the other way though. I'm going to take the Rays. Give me the Rays in this game. I think they can hit Cole if they can get to Cole and get a couple in there. And Kittredge isn't horrible to start. I don't know how long he's going to go, but in his 4 appearances, only a 1.69 ERA. So Rays got a fighting chance. Give me the Rays at almost 2 times your money.
I don't know about that Diamondbacks game. I'm kind of on the fence with Strasburg. I don't know this is I didn't get a chance to really handicap it, so I'm going to stay the hell away from it. I don't know. I find it. I struggle to take a team that's that's 2-16 against another team, and who's roughed up Garrett Cole a number of times over that time period. I just struggle with it. I don't struggle with the logic. Shane Bieber at minus 155 against Miley. I see the money moving in the Miley direction, and we did see the Reds come back on the Indians yesterday. And man, I had 2 games yesterday that I really wanted to give out as premium picks, and I didn't. And both of them, of course, hit. One was the Reds against the Indians, and the other was the Rays against the Yankees. Both I gave out as free picks on the show. But I don't know. It's like I'm going to take the Indians here. I know that I know it looks like a square as hell play. I don't care. I like cashing. It's just seems pretty easy, And I also like the White Sox with Keuchel against the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox got lucky yesterday. They got absolutely lucky in that game. Dylan Cease just doesn't look like the same guy that we saw at the beginning of last season. He just hasn't. It's like he's lost some velocity or something. He's lost that movement on the fastball. I'm not really sure what it is, but he doesn't look to be the same guy. He's too high up in the rotation too, now for the White Sox. He needs to be the number 5.
Yeah.
They have too many good pitchers on the staff for him to be up there. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they sent him down.
Or maybe to the bullpen.
I think they're going to send him down. The White Sox bats were there, and they were certainly like the final score was not an indication of the game. So the uniforms makes total sense. It's Boston Strong. It represents the marathon. So I don't know if there's a Boston Marathon or not, but it's normally the 3rd Monday in April. So it would be this Monday coming up. It's Marathon Day in Boston. I went to school in Boston, so I know that 3rd Monday in April they kind of shut down the city for Patriots Day, and they run the marathon. It's just a big party. Good times. And, of course, the Boston Marathon tragedy. So it makes sense. The Boston Strong is the color of the Boston Marathon. So I don't know if they're playing the marathon game tomorrow. Normally, on Marathon Day, the Red Sox play at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, they are. 11:10 a.m. It's Giolito and Eovaldi at 11:10. The thought process there is as the game is letting out, the runners are coming through Kenmore Square, which is the 26-mile mark of the Boston Marathon. Not the leaders. The leaders are long gone by then. But, the marathon goes – the marathon's gone well beyond the Kenyans, It goes for a very long time after the Kenyans finish in 15 minutes. Those are like guys finishing in 2 hours. The bulk of the people are finishing in, 3 to 6 hours. So when the game lets out, you have 40,000 people or less that pour right into Kenmore Square, which is where Fenway Park is. And then you have, the bulk of the runners coming through. So it's like more people to cheer them on. It's kind of like that's why they play that game at that time every single year. And
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. I've been to many of those games. Many. Good times. The Red Sox don't necessarily fare well on Marathon Day. Keep in mind.
It says October 11th. It's marathon game this year.
What is?
It says that's what they're telling me. That's what I'm seeing in the chat.
Oh, the Boston Marathon is on October 11th?
Yeah.
But the game is tomorrow's at 11:10 a.m.
Yeah.
So it is, it's still played as the marathon game.
Yeah.
Regardless of when the race is. Anyways, I like Keuchel and the White Sox here against Tanner Houck. All right, we got the Royals and the Jays. We got the Brewers and the Pirates. We got the Rangers and the Orioles. I'll tell you who's dead to me is the Texas Rangers. Got the I took out the Reds and put in the Rangers yesterday. You want to talk about kicking yourself?
Ouch.
Got the Rockies and the Metropolitans. The A's and the Tigers. Any of those, Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over in the Mets-Rockies game. Might seem square, but, Marcus Stroman is a pitch-to-contact pitcher. And when you pitch like that in Coors Field, the ball can travel quite a bit. He doesn't really miss too many bats. He's not a strikeout guy, and that's where you get into trouble when you're playing in Colorado. And then you got Antonio Senzatella on the other side. He has a 7.07 ERA. That's because he's faced the Dodgers twice, and they've roughed him up both times. But even still, I don't trust him at all at home in this spot either. I think both teams are going to score plenty of runs. I also lean to the Rockies on the money line. I just think that this is kind of like a 50-50 coin flip when you're getting plus 160 on your money. But I do like the over in that game. I also like the Tigers on the money line. Not a big fan of Matthew Boyd, but he's done a decent job this season, 2-1 with a 1.86 ERA, a nice 1.09 WHIP. I think this is the spot that the Tigers pull off the upset and salvage the series after losing the first 3 games. Chris Bassett, not impressed with what he's been doing this season either. Has a pretty high WHIP, giving up 15 hits in 16 innings with 8 walks and 2 home runs. I just don't trust him in this spot, so I'll take the Tigers on the money line, getting plus 125.
For me in these ones, I'll take the Royals. I'm going to fade Robbie Ray all year. I'm a Jays fan and root for him, but this guy's bad. This guy's bad. Waste of money. Bad. Give me Kansas City. Brady Singer's not in anything prize jam either, but I'll take the Royals at this spot. I think they get the win over the Jays in that one. And I like the Orioles. Give me John Means on the mound, Kyle Gibson. And we got a low-scoring game in that one as well. But I like the Orioles better than the Orioles. And I think the Mets kick the snot out of the Rockies here today. Give me the Mets on the run line in that one. And I'm going to go the other way. I think Oakland comes in and whoops up Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd has yet to beat Oakland in his career. He has not had success. And Oakland loves hitting lefties. They just love it. They thrive on that. So give me Oakland. Kick the snot out of the Tigers again.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, well, the money suggests differently. Common sense says take the Brewers here. It's a lot of money to be laying with Freddie Peralta, but he has been on fire. I don't play fantasy baseball, but my guess is he's so far he's the value pick of the year, because I know in fantasy they love like ridiculous, meaningless stats, and it's like they love, so strikeouts probably count for a lot, and he is throwing a ton of them. So I like Peralta. It's just fantasy sports is just so stupid. It's like the guy will have 3 strikeouts in an inning. Yeah, but he gave up 16 runs in between. It's like, yeah, we got 3 strikeouts. God, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand fantasy sports. I'm gonna guess baseball is probably a lot better than football.
It's a grind.
I'm sure it's a grind, but it's like, I mean, I played once in baseball, and it was just the dumbest thing ever. It was like, you like, if it's a 162 game season, you should only get 162 starts for your second baseman. You should only get 162 starts for your first baseman. You can only get this. It's guys that like are playing the schedule like with this stupid thing. It's like, this is not even. I just stopped playing like after like a month. It was like, these guys just. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's not even. It's not anything. It's like, oh, because this guy, he's only got 4 games this week, and this guy has 6 games this week, or whatever. If you have a second baseman, you should get 162 starts for your second baseman. You should get 162 starts for each position player, right? That's the way it should work. 162 pitching starts, 162, possible relief appearances, 162. It's like, how is it, it's just dumb. It's just a stupid game. It's kind of like, it's just, you ever just sit there, you ever play any kind of like board game or card game, it's just stupid, It's just, and that's how I felt playing fantasy baseball. Fantasy football is worse. Football is worse than that. What a stupid game that is. It's like, yeah, defense doesn't count. It's like, yeah. So the teams with the top 5 defenses have won the Super Bowl like the last 35 years, right? Or last 50 years, more than that.
That
last
defense
60
counts
years.
For, counts for so few points.
Yeah, it means nothing. Yeah, that's why Ray Lewis won the MVP of the league. His team won the Super Bowl. I'm sure he had like 4 fantasy points that season. Or like a nose guard, right, that doesn't make any tackles or sacks or anything, but he occupies 3 blockers, right? He's meaningless. It's like, it doesn't matter, right? Like Vince Wilfork, right? He didn't help the Patriots win those Super Bowls. He didn't make everybody around him better, right? When he's occupying 3 blockers and you have like some Teddy Bruschi or something who runs around unblocked all day. Oh, he's awesome. Teddy Bruschi's unbelievable. It's like, yeah, no one's blocking him. You got 3 guys blocking 1 guy. It's like, believe me, imagine if no one blocked Ray Lewis. You know what that would look like, or no one blocked Wolford. I mean, one of my favorite players of all time is Wolford. And I'm a non-Patriot person. It's because he's a Hurricane. My favorite was when they recruited him. I tell this story all the time. The Georgia coach in the Georgia-Florida All-Star game said, first we tried to just single block him with our All-American. Then we tried to double team him. Then we tried to triple team him. Then we just gave up. It's like we simply had no chance. But anyways, these games, I'm on the Brewers here with Freddie Peralta. Back to fantasy baseball talk. That's how we got into it. Peralta strikes out a bunch of guys. He's not bad, though. He's pitched. This is a career start to a season for him. Yeah, I like the over in that Rockies-Mets game. Marcus Stroman. You want to pay minus 165 or Marcus Stroman on the road, I say be my guest on that one. I like the Orioles here. It's a straight play against the Rangers. They're dead to me. I don't even understand how they lost that game yesterday. Dunning was outstanding, man. And I don't know. It's like the managerial decisions. If you have a relief pitcher, right? You have a guy on second base with nobody out. So you have a guy on second base with nobody out. You bring in a reliever that hitters are hitting 250 against. Pretty good chance that guy's going to score, right? The numbers say you bring in this guy, that guy's going to score. Why would you do it? Unless you got the other side. Unless you got action on the other side. There's no other reason to do that unless you have action on the other side. I'm not betting on the Rangers anymore because someone's got action on the other side. It's not an accusation. It's just an observation. I also like the A's against the Tigers. I know yesterday I had the Tigers and Romanelli had the A's. Today we're going to flip-flop it. I'm going to take the A's. I'm not betting it. Just saying it. We got the Astros against the Mariners. The Padres. Blake Snell's going to try and pitch again up against the Dodgers. Lasted two-thirds of an inning last time out. That Pittsburgh shellacking. Got the Red Sox and the White Sox part 2. Ooh, Martin Perez being wheeled out, the lefty, against the White Sox at minus 112. Ooh. Yeah. And then you got Alex Cobb and Jay Happ. That game is postponed. What's up in L.A.? COVID?
Let me see.
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
What team? Angels or
Angels
Twins?
or Twins? One of them.
Twins, I think.
And then you got Kyle Hendricks and Bryce Wilson tonight at Wrigley. On any of these?
Do you see a picture for the White Sox listed?
Nope.
I can't find
Not for
one.
game 2, no.
No.
TBD.
I'm down with TBD. Yeah,
I'm
me.
down with TBD too. I fade Martin Perez anytime I can.
It's potentially Lance Lynn.
Oh, if it is, even if it's Mitch, take the White Sox. Martin Perez is just bad. And the White Sox are the type of team to really hurt him up. So I like the White Sox. Even if they win game 1, I think they win game 2. And then I also like the Mariners getting plus money. Jake Odorizzi on the mound for Houston. He's roughed up in his first 3 innings with his new team and gave up 3 home runs. This is just a total value spot. Take the plus money with the young Mariners. I think they get the job done.
Rod?
And for me, I like. I'm going to give you the White Sox. I'm down with TBD too, and now in game 2 of the White Sox in Boston. No matter who pitches, Martin Perez is yet to win as a member of the Red Sox at Fenway. Alrighty, and and the Astros and Mariners. I like that to go over. Both pitchers aren't that good. We're going to see some runs in that game. Give me the over in the Houston and the Mariners game.
So Marcus Stroman, someone said Marcus Stroman has a .71 ERA. Yeah, not of course he doesn't.
He started the year off. He's been strong. Looked good.
He's been good in his career at Coors, but I just think this is a bad spot for him.
Anyways, I interrupted Rod. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I like the Braves on the money line over Kendricks at home. I know the Cubs got the win yesterday, and I'm going to take the Braves here today. I think they rough them up. Bats get going.
I like the Mariners against the Astros. Jake Odorizzi's garbage, man. He's like a 4-inning pitcher now. He throws so hard, he tires himself out. It was kind of like I gave out the Brewers as the premium pick on yesterday in the late show, and I was a little worried because they looked tired running around the bases in the first inning. I thought they were going to gas themselves out, because they scored 5 runs in the first. They were like show the guys in the dugout. They're like breathing heavy, sweating. It's like, man, these guys have been really running around the bases. It's like, man, they're going to wear themselves out. I don't know, man. I like the Padres to salvage one. Last night was, that diving catch to end the game. I think that, when Kershaw walked in, that ended up being the winning run in that game. I think the Padres came a little unglued there, to be honest with you. I think Darvish did. I think he couldn't believe it. I don't know how you get to a 3-2 count with the pitcher at the plate. I don't understand why you don't just throw, I don't.
Even though he's a good hitting pitcher, it doesn't matter. You can't get to that count with him.
No, you can't get. Why? I don't understand. They do this all the time. They get to an 0-2 count to a batter, and then it's like they throw 2-3 garbage pitches. It's like I can understand 1 or 2 to get him to chase, but you paint the corners, man. It's like I don't remember Greg Maddux throwing balls into the dirt like this. Greg Maddux would that guy would be 0-2. He would just freeze them, because they would be expecting him to throw one in the dirt. He'd just paint the corner and be like, yikes. They'd look at him like, it's like, that was filthy. It was just unfair. Greg Maddux, I think he's got to be a top 10 all-timer. Yeah, I like the Cubs here. I'm a non-Cubs fan, that's for sure. Most people know I hate the Cubs, but I'm going to take him in this spot. With Hendricks is generally lights out at home. He was bad his first outing of the year at home, but then on the road where he's generally bad, he pitched like 4-hitter, right? Shutout 4-hitter. So I expect him to come back here against a light-hitting Braves team. Just get it done. Take the Cubs, which is rare for me to say. It's hard. It's difficult. But I said it. I don't feel better about myself, but I did say it. Go to the NHL. Where's Bittler? I haven't heard one. Where's Bittler? Not one. I didn't talk bad about the Mets. I was on the Mets several times. I just think that I just said when I bet, I didn't talk bad. I bet if you look at my premium picks, I was on the Mets several times. And, this is what I said. I said every time I bet on the Mets, I feel like I have a gambling problem when I'm watching the game. That's all I said. It's like I bet on the Mets, and I watch the game, and I'm like, I might have a problem. I might seriously have a problem. It's like, why do I do this to myself? And the Marlins are kind of getting me there, too. I don't know. It's like it's like certain teams and certain games. And you're just like, why did I do this? Right? I don't know. And the Knicks are that way, too, sometimes. Like last year, it's like the Knicks are the same thing. It's like, oh, man, what's the matter with Mitch? He's been betting the Knicks again. Anyways, got the Bruins and the Capitals. You got the Devils and the Rangers, the Sabres and the Penguins, and the Ducks and the Vegas Golden Knights. Ron, anyone care about any of these games?
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot with the Bruins. They're playing real good hockey. Totally embarrassed the Islanders in their last 2 games set back-to-back at home. And now they look like they could make a chase for the second or third, maybe even the first spot in the division, as they are just on a roll. They're going to have a lot of revenge in this one after losing to the Caps 8-1 last time out. This is a great revenge spot, and you see the Bruins are minus 145 favorite. That line just keeps rising and rising. So I like the Bruins on the money line in that window.
And for me in that window, I like the Bruins on the puck line. I think they win this game by 2 goals or more. Tuukka Rask net. He's going to shut this Washington team down. Washington team, yeah, sure, their record is a little bit miscued. They played some a lot of low-level Buffalo teams how many times, and Devils how many times, and they haven't played a team like the Bruins team here. They're not going to get no easy play from the Bruins. I think they're going to get beat. I got this like a 4-2, 5-2 game. Give me the Bruins on the puck line in that one. And the Rangers will just keep rolling. They're a solid team, and they're going to beat up the Devils again. Give me the Rangers on the puck line. Beat them up good. And the Sabres, I'm going to have Tatarski again in goal. You're going to have to play back-to-back. I don't even know who they're going to have in net, but give me the Penguins on the puck line in that one. Last little 3-team parlay. Take the Bruins on the puck line, Rangers on the puck line, Penguins on the puck line in these early games. Not touching the Ducks game.
I like the Capitals on the puck line there. I think it's a hot diggity dog. They're just a good puck line team on the road, and the Bruins are a lousy puck line team at home. Just on that angle alone, way too much value at minus 235 to pass up. I'm sure if you shop it, you can get minus 250.
Let's see how. Let me check it out. I might be able to get you 250.
Well, Rod, it might not be there because it's too good to be true.
Oh, it's only 211.
Oh, there you go.
211.
Too good to be true. Caps puck line. Book it. Got the Flyers and the Islanders. Got the Canucks are back on the ice here against the Maple Leafs, and that's it. Oh, the late game is postponed. Wow, so it's just those two.
Yeah, not too much value in this, but got to take the Maple Leafs on the puck line. This is just a miserable spot for the Canucks to be in. The first game since March. Maple Leafs on a 3-game losing streak. Frustrated Maple Leafs team coming in against a Canucks team that wasn't playing good before their COVID break. They lost 5-1 and 4-0 to the Jets before they went on the break, and now they're going to take on this Maple Leafs team that's lost 3 in a row. Just think it's a bad spot for Vancouver. So I'll lay the puck line. Maybe even I'd lay 2.5 if you can get more value there with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
For me, I think people are going to thinking too much into this COVID thing. They've been playing and skating. They're probably getting antsy as heck to play a hockey game and ready to hit something hard. So I think the Leafs might be in trouble in this spot. I think they might get hard. You're going to give me plus 290 with the Canucks? Off a Leaf team who have not played good at all the last 3 games? And you're going to put in Campbell, who's looked like a hot diggity dog, you know what, on his own? He gave about 3 goals in the first period. I could easily see that happening. Canucks have been solid at home. I'm going to take Canucks here on the money line as a nice upset here on Sunday night over the Maple Leafs. Give me the Canucks.
I like
can't knock that value.
I like them on the puck line, the Canucks.
Yeah, even the plus 1.5.
I think there's just a little better. I think I don't love
plus money there too.
I don't love them to win, but I do like them at least on the puck line here. Maybe they win, but on the puck line, there actually is some value there. All right, it's parlay time. Rod, lead us off. What do you like?
I like take the Orioles on the money line, take the Pacers game over the number, and take the Timberwolves plus the points.
I'm going to take the Miami Heat getting the points, the Boston Bruins on the money line, and I'll take the New York Yankees laying the run line.
I'm going to go with the Raptors, Clippers, and the Indians. Raptors, Clippers, Indians. Okay, recap time. Let's do it. Rod, show us the way. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I messed it up. I always do that. Always do that. Instead of changing scenes, I just change it within this one. It's a whole rigmarole here. There we are. Wow, my lighting is bad with this red background. I should switch to blue. Huh? What does that do for me? It's good look dark, right? What the hell? We can fix it later. Let's go. Let's see. Now I've lost Rod. There we go. All right, Rod. Show us the way.
All right, we're going to go with start with the NBA. I like the Pacers game over the total. I like the Hornets game over the total as well. And give me the Timberwolves plus the points in that one. MLB, we're going to go the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line over the Yankees. The Diamondbacks game over 9. The Reds game over the number. I like the Giants on the money line. The Orioles on the money line. I like the Mets on the run line. I like Oakland money line for the nice big sweep in that one. I like the Astros and the Mariners over the total. I also like the Braves on the money line. And hockey, we got the Boston Bruins on the puck line. Pittsburgh Penguins on the puck line. New York Rangers on the puck line. And the Vancouver Canucks on the money line. And my parlay, take the Orioles money line, the Pacers over the number, and the Wolves plus the points.
Ron Romanelli.
All righty, we'll start in the NBA. I took the Miami Heat getting the points. I took the Houston Rockets on the money line and the over in the Toronto Raptors Oklahoma City Thunder game. In Major League Baseball, I have the Yankees laying the run line. I have the over 9 in the Nationals Diamondbacks game. I have the over in the Indians and Reds game. I have the over in the Mets and Rockies game. I have the Tigers on the money line, and I have the Mariners on the money line. And in the National Hockey League, I have the Boston Bruins on the money line and the Toronto Maple Leafs laying the puck line. My 3-team parlay is the New York Yankees laying the run line, the Bruins on the money line, and the Miami Heat getting the points.
Hi. I'm sporting the new Pick Dogs gear available under the at the website. If you click the banner, it's the new trucker hat. Those who join us late, and in the maroon shirt, I have other colors and stuff that we'll be wearing on the show. I have hoodies, all kinds of stuff. Anyways, got the Magic, Pacers, Raptors, Hornets, Mavs, and Clippers in the NBA. If I go 4-2 today or better, I'm going to start posting premium NBA. If not, I'm going to just continue to bow out until at least the playoffs when we know who's playing. Indians, White Sox, Brewers, Orioles, A's, Cubs in baseball. I got the Capitals on the puck line. I think we're paying minus 235 for that thing, but I feel good about it. And then, shamelessly, feel good about it. And then I've got the Canucks on the puck line as well, also known as the Canucks. My parlay is the Raptors, Clippers, and the Tribe. Bring the guys back in. How the hell do I do this? Now I lost everybody. There we go. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Of course, we'll be posting the premium show. Bittler sent me his pick, so I have that. I'll be reading it off on the show. And, of course, let's make it a winning day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's just me and Rod. It's a two-man booth. Have a great day. Unless maybe I could round someone up to join us.